Happy Saturday. Hi, my name is Rochelle. I have a blog called Feeding a Crowd, and I am on Instagram, YouTube, obviously, Facebook, and Pinterest. So, welcome to my home and my life and what I think about life and things we do and things we don't do and things we should do and probably shouldn't do. I'm really happy to be here today. We're supposed to have like really wild weather, so I'm hoping to finish this before it starts, even though I know it's coming really fast. So, yes, please join me. Please say hello. And what else? Um, yeah, say hi in the chat if you want, and we can, talk about whatever I'll be coming up with. It's a good day to be chatting, frankly, because we won't be going outside today. It was supposed to be here in Quebec. It's supposed to be the weekend where we do garage sales. So wherever you go, they'd be like garage sales every two houses, like corners and parking lots, just all garage sales. But with the danger of tornadoes and super systems or mini super systems about to hit us, I don't think well, I'm not doing it, and I'm really disappointed because I was so ready to do this. But that's fine. I'll be doing some cooking, baking, probably testing some foods, because that's always, to me, that's always something fun to be doing with you guys. Last week, I mentioned that I worked at a restaurant called Les Passionnés in the Laurentians in Val David. What a beautiful place! Like it's just Val David is the Sedona of Quebec for sure. I mean, it's nice and calm, and everyone it's just a happy place. It's like when you land there, you can just walk. They have these beautiful hiking trails that follow the river. They have restaurants, like all kinds of restaurants, very Quebecois, very localized. They also have. Actually, I didn't even see any seafood, any fast food restaurant. So there you go. But I mean, chain restaurants, right? So it was super fun. And I love what we did. I was working on the brunch. So, and I'm going to come up. It's on me to come up with a super duper um, waffle recipe to serve at brunch because we didn't have anything sweet last week. We sort of invented a meal for the kids. But so I'm in charge of doing that. So today I'm going to be researching and trying to find I don't want anything too sweet, but some people love their waffles and crepes and sweet brunches. So I'm going to come up with that. Right now we have this amazing salmon, smoked salmon breakfast, Benedictine breakfast, and we have a duck confit. It's called a Welsh rabbit, but it's made with duck. Who knows? Duck confit panini, and everything is served beautifully with salads. It always comes with the appetizers, which are arancini and brie. Anyway, so what else do we have? We always have oysters Rockefeller, which an amazing bechamel sauce. So it's really fun. It's a very small menu, which I really enjoy. It's a really cozy restaurant and a beautiful outdoor terrace overlooking the river. So I'm really enjoying going there once a week and back in the kitchen, back in the restaurant kitchens. So that's super fun, and going working on that recipe. And I always make Belgian waffles. To me, a waffle has to be a Belgian, else it's delicious. I mean, all waffles are delicious, but some of them are so ordinary, and I don't do ordinary. So anyway, so there you go. Um, and so that's my plan today, since I'm not going to be going outside much. I did all of my planting this week except a few of the plants. I did not find the white aubergines, eggplants. I did not find the white ones, so I'm still waiting for that. And also, I did not plant. There was something else that I want to plant. Yes, the winter squash. I like to have winter squash. So I have one big 4x8 bed left, and I have that. So I put in the tomatoes because the weather's supposed to be fine, and my plants are against uh, the, this place. And I also planted all my hot peppers Even my little tiny, the ones I started from seed. The weather's going to be fine. And frankly, I'm always so worried about missing a day of watering, and killing them that way, that I feel that they have a better chance of being outside with their siblings, the other hot pepper plants I bought. Total, I have 4 times 6. So 4 times 6, yeah, about between 20 and 24 plants this year. Last year I had 4, and I made all those hot sauces. So this year I'm gonna go crazy, and those hot sauces are gonna get sold. I like to make 3 of them. One of them is a bit milder. One of them is strong. Actually, there's five total, but not all sauces. And then I have a super, super duper hot one, made with almost Carolina Reaper, but with my little black hot peppers, which I still have troubles pronouncing. If anyone can ever help me with that. And I also make a homemade Tabasco sauce, which is super, super easy to make and fun to have. I mean, you need the balance, you need to have the right everything. But frankly, it's one of my favorite things to make. And then I have the hot oil, like the Italian oil with the peppers inside. In fact, I need to make myself some because I'm all out. So that's awesome. So the peppers are in, the beets are in, like I said, the onions are in, including the ones around the tomatoes. The basil is around the tomato plants also. And in the garden, I planted the parsley, the ones I had grown myself, and the cilantro went to seed right away from like this plant to seed. So obviously I did something wrong. So don't know what I'm going to do about the cilantro. And I have rosemary, I have sage, I have savory, and and I have echinacea. This year I want to, when I make my teas, my herbal teas, I want to have echinacea. So I have quite a few plants of echinacea here and there in my flower beds. So all that this week. Busy, busy week, and I worked. So, and I've been working on the blog. So let's move on to the next thing. So 2 recipes came out this week, which I've revamped. So the recipe, one of the recipes is, I'm going to put it here in the chat because that was super fun. And I'm going to see if I can access it super fast. Yes, here it is. So when Silba and Caleb turned 2 or 3 years old, no, I think they were 2. Yeah, they look 2. I did for them so they're my oldest grandsons. They're 9 now. I created because that was their thing, the Lightning McQueen cake. I had worked with, fondant before, but easy fondant recipes. It was the first time that I worked extensively with fondant, and I loved it. I fell in love with using fondant. It's not as scary as you think. It works really well. It's fun to work with. You just need confidence and a good rolling pin, and I don't know how to explain it, but once you start using it, it's sort of what you want to do. Um, and I had my son with me, Xavier, that day, and he was around. So I had him help me because he's very technical and very meticulous. And so, because I was having the whole family over and also making supper, I pretty much made the cake, gave him everything, worked out the big parts, and then let him finish the details. That was a super fun project with my son. So, and the cake came out beautiful. So in the blog, I have it, like I have all the pictures. So I took a lot of pictures of us working on this. There's carving to do. You got to carve out the cake. You have to, there's some things, but once you have that done and you covered it with a base layer of just icing, common icing, then you start working with the fondant. You never put the fondant directly on the cake. Just never ever do that. It's going to slip off. It won't work, and you'll have crumbs everywhere. So that's the tip for when using fondant. It's so dark out there, and hasn't started to rain yet. So yeah, so that was super fun. So I have that there, and and what I want to especially mention is that even I made the lightning. Oh, there's the first thunder. I made a Lightning McQueen cake, but frankly, you could do anything with fondant. And so, and it gets hard. You try to keep it and it gets hard, but a lot of it, if I put water and give it a rest and then start molding it, like pressing it, it comes back. So, and apparently it's also not too hard to make, but frankly, there's some things I rather let go. So I didn't do that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. It's super popular. Lightning McQueen is no less popular than it was 10 years or 15 years ago. So, super fun that I redid that and worked on putting it back there for you. Now, the other thing that I absolutely love is gelato. I fell in love with gelato. I don't know how many years ago. It's probably due to José Di Stasio because, well, she was a lover of that. And um, and I make quite a few. I make ice cream, and I love making ice cream. I have my favorite ice cream maker that I bought when I was in Detroit, I think, and I did a lot of research to get the right ice cream maker, and I love it. It works well. It's big enough, but it's not too big. Yes, so it's a pain that you have to keep the bucket in the freezer, but there's worse things in life than having to keep an ice cream bucket in the freezer to be able to use it. There's some downsides to it, but frankly, it works super well, super fast, and I love it. So here, I also have the recipe for mango gelato. For some reason or other, mango and gelato go really, really well together. I don't like oversweet gelatos. So I think it's just so try it. I mean, kids love it. When you make ice cream, it's a family affair, or if you make it for a supper and you just serve it with a small biscotti or cookie and a piece of mint, you got it. It's so delicious. It's also a great palate cleanser. So have at it. Make it lime, make it mango, fresh strawberries. So you need a puree, you need a bit of the juice, and then you need the machine. It's not it's not it's not that difficult to make, and it's super, like, the kids will love you and you will love it. It's just, no, now I want to make some today. That's how much I love it. So yeah, so try that, because time flies when you're having fun. And I hope that I talked about the marinade last week for the steak marinade, and this weekend should have been, because it's a long weekend here in Canada. It should have been like everything barbecue. Crappy weather, 3 days of rain. It won't be much barbecuing, but we can do a delicious. If you have a good iron skillet, you can do an amazing steak inside. You don't have to always. It doesn't have to be on the barbecue. Are there tricks and tips to making a good steak? Yes, there are, and I believe in that. And I've made enough steak in my life and messed up often enough that now I know what I do. And if I had a better setup, I would cook a steak for you and give you my very simple tricks. First one, do not overcook your steak. Second one, season, season, season. It's a steak. It needs seasoning. Like, do not season your steak. That's just big fail. Do I like the Montreal steak spice? I do, but frankly, I like salt and pepper. And then what I do is, once I turn it on the second side and it's seared on the second side, I drop in herbs or garlic or whatever I want in the skillet, put in a big square of butter, and then I'll scoop that butter over the steak to finish it. And it just makes it perfect. So that's my super simple way of cooking a perfect steak every time. If it's this thick, it ends up in the oven for a little bit, right? And then there's a technique to check your steak, but I'll do that another time. And it's super, like, 10-second live, for the sake of knowing how, if it's rare, medium, or well done, which should be legal. Yeah. So moving on. So a lot has happened this week, and the grandsons keep getting hurt because I love it. I mean, I don't love that they get hurt, but I love that they're super active. Like, And the girls too, frankly, they're always full of bumps and scratches, which means they're super active. And we want super active kids. You don't want super inactive kids that sit all day in a house and never get hurt. Getting hurt is part of being a kid. For us, getting hurt is also part of life, believe me. Our aches and pains are different, but we still bump into stuff. We still get bruises every now and then from whatever work or bumping into furniture that we do. We get plantar fasciitis, right? Which I have due to, bad working setup, um, and concussions. Okay. Now, Arnica is proven to work. It gets sold in your pharmacy. So don't tell me, it's all in my head or it's just homeopathic remedy. Yes, it is a homeopathic remedy that is used plenty, but it reduces bruising. So ask my ask the people I know about how well it works on a oops, a big bruise on your forehead or back of the head. It takes 15 minutes for the swelling to go back down. So from concussions, for big bumps, for face, like your faces and the kids, and you need to have arnica around. I always have it in my purse. You don't know how often we're just sitting somewhere, even in a shopping center, and one of the kids falls on, like, or runs into a planter or something. I have arnica. It works so fast that the child is crying and then he's not. And then it's like he had a bruise this big and then he doesn't, or she. So it works really fast. It works really well. And it's really important for kids because when there's a chance of having a concussion and then you don't because you had arnica on you, it makes a big difference. And it's better for the kid not to have a concussion. So it reduces bruising. It also relieves muscle soreness. So you've been gardening a lot. I know I have. And I've also been working, standing a lot. So there's aches and pains that come out, right? It's great for that. You can take it in pellets or you can use the gel or cream. I like the gel. It works really well. I'll show you in a bit. I have it next to me. It also soothes joint and inflammatory pain. So it's really great for arthritis and plantar fasciitis, like I said. It has properties that are made for that, okay? It also supports recovery for sprains and strains. Believe me, it works really well for that because I'm using it right now and I'm really lucky to have it. So it comes in gels, creams, or homeopathic pellets. It's just something you should have. Like you buy them and they come in three little containers, and you just put one everywhere, and you give some to your. Let's say you're a mom, you give one to your mother in case she's babysitting. In fact, the grandsons have one on them in school, so they don't have to wait to come home to take it when they, fall off something in the playground. um, so the dosages are different. I have different dosages, and I think the one that I like the best is the one I get from my homeopath. But Boiron makes it, and I'm going to show you two kinds right now. Yeah, and they're all from the same company. I think it's a French company. Um, and there's different kinds. There's a composé, so it's like a composed arnica, so it might have other ingredients in it. And there's the Arnica montana, which is the most studied and commonly used variety. It's native to Europe. But it has very consistent anti-inflammatory and circulation boosting effects, which is what makes it so great. Um, so let me introduce what I have. So this is the gel. It rolls. So right now I have a sprained finger. So it just a roller. Oh, it hurts. It's so stupid what I did. But anyways, I like that it rolls because this is what I use for plantar fasciitis, and I just rolled it under my foot. 5 minutes later, I feel a lot better. When I'm standing at work all day. So now I have one with me at work. Like I'm gonna add a bit more. I really hate painful. So this is good for lower back pain, like anything, your muscle pain, like, It's great for that. But let's say you went on a marathon or you've been gardening all day, you hurt all over. You're not going to take a bath of arnica gel, right? So what you do is you have these. So this strength is 7, there's 200, there's different strength, not because the number is higher it's stronger. When it comes to your homeopathic pellets, it's very different. Okay, so it comes like this. What you do, the kids love this. At first, they don't want to take it, but once they take it, once they want to. So when you get hurt, usually I take 3 or 4 for the first minute, and then you continue giving 2 every 4 hours. Treat it like Advil. Okay, and you turn this little cute little thing here, and the pellet actually falls. See, pellet falls into. So you go 1, 2, and then it's very important. You use this. See, it's in here, and then you just tip that under your tongue, and that's how it's used. You always let this melt under your tongue for a better effect. I should probably take this, but I don't want to be having that in my mouth with, while I'm talking to you guys, but I will be taking some in a bit. So yeah, so have this. And the other thing that this works on, bites, mosquito bites, insect bites. It works almost instantly. So it's really great for that. Yes, you'll have to put it again the next day. It lasts for like quite a few hours. So this for bites. So you're going camping, you're going anywhere, have this, have the gel. Oh, lightning. So have this on you at all times. And when you have a wound and it's really painful, like everything is really painful around it, you apply it not in the wound, just around where there's a lot of the pain and the radiating pain. So it's good for circulation and swelling. It's got huge anti-swelling, inflammatory swelling properties. Why am I crazy about arnica? Because it's the best thing to have in your pharmacy. So remember that. Arnica is the word of the day, people. It's summer. The kids are active. They're going to fall off their bikes. They're going to get hurt. Have this in your purse, in your diaper bag, on your bicycle. Like, just have this with you. So yes, so that's my happy rant of the day. Ask me questions if you want. I mean, I've been using it for so long, and I have an awesome homeopath that great person, has so much experience. And these are not expensive. That's what I wanted to do. I'm going to share with you where I get them, the company. It's very okay. So I'm going to send you the one in Canada because I'm in Canada. I'm a bit ridiculous. I gotta laugh at myself because I'm silly. So there's different. So say right now, I'm going to put this in my chat first of all. Ooh, there you go. Here we go. Here we go. Whoop. There you go. Okay. So if you look at the dilution of this product on this website, you have 5, 6, 7, 9, 12, and 200. 1 million. It's depends what you want, where you want. I would get probably the higher dilution for the minute you get hurt, like you need something, not the 1 million. I've never even feel that you need 1 million, but I'd probably have the 200 and then, the 7 or 30 for a constant, you'll see you use them. It's not expensive for 3 of those. So 3 tubes, I'm just telling you how much it costs. For 3 tubes, that's going to last you all summer. It's $17 Canadian. You can't go wrong. So anyways, basically I buy 3 and then I hand it off to my kids, because I'm like, you need to have this on you. And then I get a little bit pissy when I see that they don't have it on them. So that's, I think, pretty much it for today. So I hope you subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Please go to my website and subscribe to the newsletter. I love sending you guys this newsletter, even though the website is down today and I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I'm really, really upset and sad because I've been trying to log into my account to send out create and send out the newsletter. And it doesn't seem that I'm going to make it, but I'm going to try all day. Basically, it's all I have to do today is try all day to write the newsletter. So please subscribe. I didn't think it was working, but it's working fine. And I love that. I mean, the newsletter is just another fun way of me to connect with you. And I like connecting with you. So please try that and refer me, and follow me on Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Stay safe in my case because of the weather, and have a wonderful weekend.